Hi, I'm Josh. We'll be reading from Touchstones. Today is August 11th. I'd like to get away from Earth a while and then come back to it again and begin again. Robert Frost. Do we think that the weak need to take a break? Do we ignore the need to recharge our batteries? Responsibility for our lives requires us to recognize the need to restore our energy. Maybe our former escape from the world was by using food or drugs or spending money or sexual release or preoccupation with another person. Now, since we are developing the ability to be with ourselves, we can take a break from all the world and come back restored. This meditation time generates more energy for our lives. Recreation with friends, a walk, a movie, or a concert does the same. Taking responsibility to get away is a good cure for self-pity and exhaustion. Today I'll be aware of my need to restore my energy. That's an important reading for me because I operate sometimes at extremes in sobriety and have been operating that way in sobriety, which has been a good way because people really they're okay with people who are addicts with working out, because there are people arguably, just because it's not an egregious behavior socially, they're addicted to certain things that are seen as positive qualities. So I'm also a workaholic. There are people who are always always working out. There are people who are always shopping, baking, cooking, driving cars, racing, whatever the case may be. But as long as it's not something that sends you to the hospital, it's considered to be okay. And if it's work and you're a high performer and constantly producing content of high quality, then that also gets you recognized, and there are benefits to that. But I try not to keep too much on my plate. And also, the energy aspect is important. Sometimes during periods of my strength where I got a lot back from the program, because I have to give back in service to others in order to maintain my sobriety. So I have to give away what I've received in these programs. So I try and help others, but I can't help too many people because of the phrase, you can't pour from an empty cup. I have to recharge, like this reading said, and that for me comes from meditation, grounding, being by myself and being in my thoughts and feelings in order to forgive people, let go of resentments. Letting go is a challenge, but I hope that you can work on that because that's a big one. Letting go of resentments, whether it be of yourself or others who you feel have done you wrong. But letting go is important. Recharging is important. So I'd like for you to subscribe to our channel, to watch our videos and like our videos, and then especially please use the comment section, whether you're new or have time underneath your belt and stayed within the guardrails and have a lot of time on your road to recovery. You can share the skills and tools that you use to manage real life, because life gets lifey and it throws us adversity and curveballs, and we have to figure out how to manage that so we can stay sober for these 24 hours. And that's what I hope for you. So you can contact me here directly on the Accountability Group on YouTube. I'm also on Twitter. The handle is #buildinghope, and I'm the only one that tweets and manages that. And then finally, Tag Recovery is the last. Tag Recovery on Instagram is our handle, and I only handle that as well. Those three platforms are the ones that I handle because I've been a chronic relapser and I know exactly what it's like to experience the pain and the loneliness and overexertion of oneself, so that you cannot pour from an empty cup, and then you find yourself mentally relapsing and then physically relapsing. So ask whatever questions you want on our YouTube channel in the comment section, post on Twitter and follow us. You can use the hashtag recoveryposse if you go to explore section, or hashtag odaat, which is one day at a time, and you'll find a great community of individuals that will be supportive and provide their experience, strength, and hope as well. And then that's the same thing for Instagram. You'll find quotes, sayings, pictures, and experiences that people have had in sobriety that were lost while we were in active addiction. A lot of hobbies, or all hobbies, went to the wayside because I, myself personally, was just chasing the next fix, the next thing that would help me escape from whatever, emotional, psychological, or spiritual malady that was affecting me. And now I can just focus on myself. So that's my hope for you, is that you can focus on yourself and use any one of these 3 platforms to stay in touch with me and, be connected to a much larger network as well. So I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I'm Josh in recovery, battling the diseases of addiction and battling the diseases of addiction and mental health. So thanks for letting me share.